How's it going, everyone? My name's Reed Nicholson. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I am up 1,200% on my stock portfolio in the last 2 months. So let's get into it. So first, what I want to do is show everyone my Robinhood account. Yes, I use Robinhood. This is my swing trading account. I use TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim platform for my day trading account. But on this, I just swing trade. So here is my total account. I have $620 in it currently. And then, yeah, I'm currently in a trade on BBI right now. It's a swing trade. I am in it at 155. Its price is 149 right now. So currently losing on it though, but I'll explain more on that in a little bit. Basically, if I come back here, I started this account 3 months ago with $50, and there it is right there. You can see it. I started with, I had 57 because it gave me a free stock that was like $6 or $7. So that's how I had the 57 start, but I really initially put in $50. And literally, yeah, it's just been an uphill climb since then. It kind of just depends on the stock that I'm going to swing for, whether I'm going to do options or whether I'm going to just trade the shares. If you take 620 and divide it by 50, that's how I came up with my 1,200% gain. And really over the course, let's see. So that's December 7th, and I am at $45. December 4th, I'm at $56. Here is February 12th, so literally like just about 2 months. I'm at a high of 636, and now I'm at 618 because I'm in a trade. So I mean, that's my Robinhood account. That's how I use it to trade. I usually just swing trade. So now I'll show you how I do that. So BBI, the swing trade I'm in right now, I'm going to break it down for you and just tell you why I'm in it. So first off, I'm in a group chat on Discord. It's not a call out group chat. It's a legit group chat. It's Trade Like Mike. You can look him up, tradelikemike.com. He's the best, and he's the one that I've learned how to do everything that I'm about to show you. So basically, I got 4 charts up right here. You got your daily, which just represents the candles. So one candle, one of these Japanese candlesticks right here represents 1 day of price action. So one full trading day of price action is what's represented in these candles. So in 1 day, BBI went from 85 cents all the way to $1.25. So it's 40 cents in a day? It's not bad for a penny stock. Remember, these are penny stocks. 40-cent move on a 80-cent stock, that's 50% gain in a day. But anyways, sidetracked a little bit. So basically how this works is, if you see this blue line right here, that is the 13 exponential moving average line. It basically is just a gauge that I use, just gauge the trend of what the stock is doing. And then I also usually have the VWAP on here as well, which just gives you just more, to look at. So I'll use the VWAP on here too. VWAP I can't explain as well, but I use it. I kind of use it. I usually pretty much am just using EMAs, price action, volume, and level 2. But yeah, so here's what I look at. First off, here's the daily. Okay. So I go through the daily, I look at the levels, and I decide where's major resistance and where's major support, where's major supply and where's major demand. Major demand is support, and major supply is resistance. So if you're looking here, you can see I have a resistance line at $1.50. and a support line at $1. So basically, when I come in and look at this, I'm like, okay, what's it trading at right now? Where's the potential it could go? So I mean, for this trade, my targets are 2 to 250 because that's the high right here. So those are my targets for this trade. And then the way I manage risk is I was managing it off the break of this $1.50 level. So like if it kept going down, I was just gonna sell. If it confirmed 150 was resistance, I was gonna get out of the trade. Then I kind of was looking at it and I was like, okay, well it's still trending with the EMA here. And I mean, if you look close, it tapped $1.37, so it broke through the EMA and then shot back, back up to $1.48. So what I'm seeing from that is that it could still trend the EMA. So I'm not going to exit the trade. Once it breaks that EMA, yeah, if it broke, like let's say it broke down to here, right? Okay. The next candle or the next day, if it confirms that that is now breaking and that would be the sign of trend reversal, then I'm getting out. Like that's it. And really it'd be the break of like $1.40, which or the break and then confirmation of $1.40 resistance. I would have gotten out and I would have taken my, $30 loss. Now, what these other charts are is just different time frames. So like I said, this was the daily. This is the daily time frame. I use this for like my major levels, like yeah, it's gonna fall at that level, or yeah, it's gonna take off at that level. And then you got your 15-minute here. So your 15-minute time frame is just same as the daily, but instead of one candle representing a day's worth of price action, it represents 15 minutes worth of price action. So each one of these candles is 15 minutes. 15 minutes right there, it went from $1.50 to $1.44. So 6 cents in 15 minutes. That's how you read it. And then on here is where the EMAs and everything comes into more play. It gauges trend better. So what I'm looking at here is a new low. Yeah, a new low. In a sense, I mean, not really a new low, but a low. And then a higher high right here. And then breaks trend, breaks the 15-minute EMA, breaks the middle VWAP, which is even a better indication of a trend reversal. And then, keeps going higher from what did it open at? Like $1.44 to $1.51.50. So, it's back to that $1.50 level. And that's the big level. That is the level I'm watching. If it can break above this level, hold, and then keep going up, that would be amazing. It'd be exactly what I want. If it doesn't, then I mean, whatever. But yeah. So I mean, that's how I use that. And then basically the 5 and 2 minutes down here are just when I'm actually day trading. This is what I look at. Again, these candles represent 5 minutes of price action. This one represents 2 minutes of price action. Honestly, that looks like kind of like a flag. I mean, look at that. Maybe a bull flag. That's what I hope. But so yeah, that's literally how I read these. That's how I decide on what I want to trade. And really, it's just all in the daily is kind of where I've been. If I'm doing a swing trade, that's where I'm looking the most. And it's literally, I gauge it off the EMA. I mean, look at this. Like if you would have, I mean, it just rides the EMA. Like, look, it rode it for 1, 2, 3, 4, like 30, 40 plus days, So if you can just gauge the EMA, gauge where it's moving, then you can gauge where you can make a plan off that. I don't like the word gauge because I feel like that kind of goes with predict, and I'm not predicting shit. I am simply looking at the charts managing my risk from the chart, and then finding targets that I would hope, or I would think, where I want the stock price to get to, because if it got there, I'd be shorting the stock, is basically my mindset behind that. I'm never trying to predict. I simply just make a plan and manage risk. That is it. So I mean, my max loss on this would be $30. And my max gain would be 150 shares. If it goes to $2, I'm in at $1. So 75 to $150 would be like my max profit on this. So I'm trading a $30 risk for a $75 to $150 gain. Yes, that accomplishes the 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. It's really like 3-to-1 plus, but I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what I do with all these stocks. I don't just trade BBI on this. This is just, I want to say it's the course of like 4 or 5 different stocks. Yeah, I've traded PLTR, SMSI, TRVN, DDD is the free stock they gave me. I mean, yeah, it's really been. The other day I made $265 on SNDL. That was an amazing trade. I used options on that one. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give a breakdown of how I trade these things and how they work, and what I'm looking at on a daily basis, because I feel like not very many people know what day trading even is. This is day trading. This is technical analysis. I don't really look at news at all. I use the charts, I use trend, and I use higher lows and higher highs, or lower lows and lower highs, to gauge price action. And then there's also, and there's more that I do actually use that I could go into depth on, but for the most part, it's reading charts. You're reading charts, and then managing risk off of what those charts tell you. So yeah, that's basically that. That's how I've made 1,200% on my swing trading portfolio with Robinhood. Yeah, please, let me know if you guys want to know more about this technical analysis, day trading side of things, swing trading side of things. Let me know what you want to learn more about, or learn more about that what I'm doing. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, and just, yeah. That's how I trade. That's how I swing trade, and that's how I'm up 1,200% on my stock portfolio. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.